Hi guys and welcome back. So today's video I'll be showing you how to make lobster mac and cheese for the 4th of July, and I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July, people. Okay, so first thing you want to do is cut your lobster tails in half. I bought these from Waitrose and they come in a pack of 2 tails. Now you want to devein the lobster and get rid of all that gunk inside, which I'm sure won't taste that good. Now you want to fry your tails using high heat. First, you want to add 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil and then your lobster. Make sure that the pan is sizzling when you add your lobster and cook it for 2 minutes on each side. You don't want to cook it all the way through because you want it to finish cooking in the mac and cheese. When you're done, you want to make sure that you turn the heat off, leave your lobster in a bowl to cool down, and then you want to add your butter to the same pan you used to cook your lobster in because you still want those flavors from the lobster juice. Turn the heat back on to medium while the butter is inside. And now you add your flour and stir that in. Then what you want to do is pour the cold milk in, and it has to be cold so that you don't end up with lumps in your sauce. Keep cooking with a medium heat for a few minutes and then turn it down to low heat so you can add your next ingredients, which are your cayenne pepper and your paprika. Now you want to add your nutmeg in and stir. Then let it cook on low heat for about 4 minutes. Your lobster should be cool now, so you can pull the meat off from the shell, but don't chuck your shells away as you will need them when preparing your macaroni. Now to prepare the macaroni, you want to add those shells to a pot of water, which will add a bit of flavour to your macaroni. Add a reasonable amount of salt and bring the water to boil. While the pot is boiling, we can now add our cheese to the sauce that we prepared earlier, which has been on low heat this whole time. Stir until the cheese has nearly melted and then turn your heat off. You really don't want to overcook your sauce. Now add your Worcestershire sauce in, say about 3 drops of that. Now it's time to add your macaroni into your boiling water. Leave it in there until it's nicely cooked, and cook it the same way that you would if you were making a pasta. When you think your macaroni is done, then take the lobster shells out, but again don't chuck them away as we will use them again later on. Transfer the macaroni in the sauce and what I did was I added a spoonful of water from the pot because the sauce was a little bit too thick at this point, but this is optional and only do it if it's necessary. Sprinkle in some fresh thyme leaves and stir and taste in case you need to add a bit more salt before pouring it into your oven dish. Now you want to chop your lobster meat into medium-sized chunks. Place it on top of your mac and cheese. Use a fork to lightly press it into the mac and cheese, but don't press it all the way down as you still want to be able to taste the lobster. Now to make the top layer of your mac and cheese. Start by melting your tablespoon of butter and adding the panko breadcrumbs. Then you add your parmesan and just give that a good stir. Now what you want to do is sprinkle it on top of your mac and cheese, and because my dish was a little bit bigger, I made another mixture of crumbs off camera to cover the rest of the mac and cheese. If you have a smaller dish, this won't be necessary. And in a 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit oven, bake your mac and cheese for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the top layer is brown, and it should look like this. Make sure you let it cool for a few minutes before serving it, as it will be way too hot and you don't want to end up with blisters on your tongue. I know what that's like. And if you really want to wow your family or that special man or lady in your life, or if you want to make it Instagram worthy, add the lobster tails as a garnish. Now for the taste test. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.